Recording.
A very good evening and welcome to the Roundtable Talk. I'm Maureen.
And I'm your co-host, Karen. Today we're going to talk about
clout chasing. So we've seen these accidental leaks that somehow zina end up kwa launch za new music. And the question here interviewing, do we as fans feel like we are playing a game in this fame game ya celebs?
Kwanza umeona historia ya Bahati yenye alishoot video juzi na the ex-wife.
Mweni.
Naona wivu mama. Naona mara unapigwa munju. Nilivyo dry tani waku.
Like everyone thought that the ex-wife is getting married, blah blah blah, and then the next day we see that it's a music video, blah 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 blah.
Honestly, so, kama hao watu wanatuchezea hizi stunts zao.
They are making money out of this thing. So stay tuned. We're gonna unwrap all the drama.
And before we even get into it, talk to us on the Roundtable Talk on Instagram and
TikTok, and we're gonna also read all the comments you guys are gonna send us, and stay tuned for more.
So with us today, we're joined by two amazing guests, and I'll let them introduce themselves.
Thank you, Maureen and Karen, for having me. And my name is Modoni Kere, and I'm a content creator and an influencer, and I'm so happy to be here and to have this conversation. Thank you.
You feel welcome.
Hello everybody, I am Franklin Vrata and I am an analyst for Research 8020 and I'm very happy to be here.
Umekuwa kwa spotlight and I want to know like how much of it is strategy, how much of it is real. Can you give us an insight?
So first I would say content creation, influencing is just like any other job. The same way if you're working for a company, you wake up, you have to have like an yearly plan, a quarterly plan, a quarterly review and all that. It's the same thing with content creation. It's a job like any other. The same way somebody has chosen accounting, it's the same way someone else has chosen content creation. So for me, I would say everything is strategy. Mm-hmm. If I'm waking up to do a Naivas promo, I need to know who are my target audience, who am I influencing to purchase from Naivas. So the same way I would strategize to do something, it's the same way I'll strategize for my content. So for me, I would say everyone in content creation has a strategy. I cannot wake up this morning, I don't want to be famous. Why am I in social media? See, I need to have a following so that people can endorse me and I can endorse their products. So for me, everything is a strategy.
Kwa hivyo hizi clout chasing tunaona ni zinapangwa.
Ni strategy pia. Kwani ndio nikuja nitengeneze ku clout na gari sijanunua, si nimeenda Kayad, nimewaambia ola guys nipatieni Range Rover Evoque, nitawa advertise, wanipatie nikuja niwadanganyeni yangu. Si nyinyi mtataka you are envious of me, so what are you going to do? Tuenda kununua Range Rover Evoque. Yeah. So that's just a strategy of marketing that content creators have chosen to follow.
No,
yeah.
Thank you.
So naweza kuuliza swali, do you feel like clout chasing iko na pressure kwa everyone else? Like for example kama mimi siko like miss influencer, you know. Mm-hmm. So una feel like watu wana clout chase huku nje wanatupe pressure sisi wengine?
Ni kweli. Kila mtu sahi nikiona mtu na gari mpya, mimi as a human centered person, mm-hmm. What will happen is I will want to buy that car cause Karen alinunua ile gari. Yeah. So nika pressure kako hapo, but it's just part of life. The same way nitaona mtu amenunua a certain soap ya kuosha nyumba. And then amengarisha nayo nguo. What will happen is nitaenda kuinunua because I saw somebody else doing it. So nika pressure too, but it's just part of human life and part of influencing.
Yeah, so let me go to you, Frank. So do you feel like clout chasing is killing creativity in Kenya?
Of course it is. Mm-hmm. Because if you look, clout is reliant on controversy. Sasa, for someone, instead of doing something that is going to entertain people, they'll instead take the time to do something that will get a reaction out of people. This is where unasikia mtu amefanya video shoot na ex wake instead of just making a song. Like you can make literally any song, but sasa yeye akaona, you know what, wacha niingizie my ex, jo anajua ita trend. That's the thing that's why I would say that clout chasing is killing creativity. Mm-hmm.
And I think I'd love to counter because if right now Bahati produced the song First Love, Haja Clout Bahati, just sorry to say, right now he's irrelevant. before that song, if Ali produced that first love song, would you have listened to it? And now that
The wife is ex-wife.
the ex-wife is involved, you may watch. So the controversy ndio imeleta nini? The business perspective. And
The money.
after all, sisi wote si tuko after do.
Yeah.
Wewe unafanya content ukose kulipwa ama ungevia tu kwetu uko na followers.
Because at the end of the day, at kama ni pesa unatafuta, we have to be ethical in how we are working. Because
Hakuna kitu non-ethical.
ni sawa, but at the same time, if I'm correct, umesema that venye aliingiza ex-workers is just a strategy.
Yeah, strategy for making money.
Then why can't he just be reliant on the skill if he has built a skill? Because we know he has done good music before.
Yeah.
So we know he has the ability to do it. So why not do that instead?
Because he has been irrelevant as a content creator.
That's on. But the thing is, that's his fault. He's the one who's been involving himself in. The thing about Clout is Clout dies. You can only Clout chase so much. Because that song you're talking about, the only reason I've interacted with it is because of my work in research. If not missing your I wouldn't have interacted with it. I know countless people who haven't interacted with it. Because he's done it so much, it doesn't mean anything anymore. That's the problem with the Clout chasing.
So tunaweza sema that it is killing creativity among our celebrities.
For me, I wouldn't say that, because ndio ni come up with such a clout ama such a package of nimetumia creativity. Si kulala tu nikaamka nikasema wacha nitumie fashion. It's a creative strategy that I have used.
It is not like original. Like unakuja unadanganya wase.
Do we all here know that Mueni did not get engaged to the guy?
That is Moeni's case. But we have several cases za watu wana clout chase.
But
now,
how
when we look into it, tumeona watu wanakuja na magari kwa social media. Watu wanaleta gari alafu baadaye you come question them wanakuambia hii gari ataikwa yangu.
Yeah.
I've never owned a car. Kama ushaini na gari ilikuwa maybe ya rafiki. Ya showroom nimekopa hapa fake life nini.
So what about it? There's not much creativity there.
No, for me it's more, you see the content we are consuming as consumers, and the ideal idea a content creator has is always different, will always be different in opinion. For me, I'll feel a little lie that doesn't hurt a cat, honestly, is it that bad? Not really. And is it going to give my name a little relevance? Because for real, even if you've been in the industry for like 20 years, you'll still need to stay relevant. And if the actual things are not giving you relevance, what's limiting you from a little cloud chasing, honestly, that doesn't hurt somebody?
So, when, for me, in my opinion, cloud chasing is simply the kicks of a dying horse. Because if you have the audience, if you can't take the time to actually build the audience, that's why you resort to cloud chasing. This is why, if you want to that longevity, what you need is to build a core audience, one that will ride with you through anything. Because the moment you start cloud chasing, sure, you're going to get a couple of views the first time, and then at some point, watch watakuzoea, they'll move to another cloud chaser, they forget about you eventually, and you're just there chasing cloud, until at the end, it doesn't matter anymore. You're just there, you're just doing all sorts of controversial things, saying all sorts of things, no one cares, no one is listening. Yeah. That's the problem with cloud chasing.
You said something about relevance, and let me pose this question to you, because again, you're an influencer. So have you ever had the pressure to do something so that you can remain viral, or so that you can just stay relevant in your line of career?
An honest opinion, yes. Because at the end of the day, if your passion and in line is influencing, you don't have any other job. So the same way an accountant will start trying to cook books to ensure that the money is in line, and maybe it's, to some people it's unethical. Honestly, if you're stealing money or harming somebody or an entity, it's unethical. But for an individual or an influencer, and I'm not lying to you, maybe me taking that Range Rover Evoque as a partnership with a company is, for you, is a lie. For me, it's not a lie. For me, it's a dream. I have to purchase this car one day. But now, because I don't have the money to right now, let me take a partnership. Maybe at the end of the day, I'll have the money to buy it. But I'm not lying to my audience that I have bought the actual car. I'm just showing them it is actually possible for me to buy it. I have not bought it right now, yes, but I will in the future. So it's just about you maintaining the relevance right now, because as an influencer, and you have seen so many influencers, if you won't remain relevant, your career is just as dead.
Naona conversation imekuwa moto. We're gonna take a short commercial break. Continue sending the comments. We're gonna read them after the break.
Imagine your skincare routine giving you something extra. With the Uncover You Collective, every cleanse, every serum, and every little glow moment comes with real rewards. I'm talking 15% off your faves and member-only packs that make your routine feel more rewarding. It's the VIP experience, honey. And for the Black November, which is currently running, members get even more, on top of the site-wide savings of up to 40% off. Plus, enjoy a welcome gift when you join, birthday surprises, and early access to new drops. That's the Uncover Collective for you, honey, where you spend a little and unlock a lot. Your glow deserves it.
Welcome back to the next segment, and we had planned to read some comments from some of you, and for those joining us now, we had a question which was, do you as fans feel manipulated when celebs create fake drama just to trend? So let's get started on the comments. We have Brian Otieno from Nairobi, and he said, honestly, yes, we hide celebs endlessly, repost their drama, and sometimes forget that we're the ones fueling the machine.
So the Instagram we ni moto. So Mwaura from Juja is saying, mimi kwanza wa Bahati siwezi muamini kabisa. Then there's Jessica from West anasema mimi sipendi Instagram via how celebs wa ile pressure iko huko hata siwezi. Then there's Mary from Kimbo amesema unajua hawa wasewa na make pesa na hizo clout chasing from Sisi. Alafu kuna hii comment iko addressed to Empress Mutoni. Ati kwanza last week ulionekana kwa Instagram ukiclout chase na designer bag ya pink. Hebu tufafanulie utuambie ni real ama ni fake?
I think because of the clout chasing yenye inaendelea ndio watu wanashindwa ku identify real and fake. Basi wewe umeona ile bag nimekuja nayo.
Ana mimi nataka kujua ni real ama ni fake.
It's a real bag, an authentic bag. I'm working with Chloe designers.
Uko sure tuwezi ipata hiyo?
Simona is slim kuja tuone. It's different when it comes to influencing. If you're working with a legit brand, huwezi fumble nayo.
Yeah.
So tunaweza sema if you love legit things, you just go for legit things. Kama wewe ni mtu wa isli, jameni, fika mahali mfuko yako inafika. Because some of us these bags tunapewa bure. So usijicompare. Push yourself, please unaweza. Yeah, that's all I can say. But bags zangu ni legit. Mali legit.
That last statement ni ukweli. And to wrap this conversation again, we want to pose question to, I think the both of you can answer. So how can celebs stay relevant without clout chasing? Kwanza na wewe, then our analyst atapatiana yake.
For me I would say a little drama is important, but for influencers, celebs, wacha tuchunge the information that we are giving people. Is it the truth? Because for me, hata if I'm clout chasing, yes, nitawaambia naenda kumit watu wa Chloe, but I know naenda kumit watu wa Chloe. So in as much as it's clout, ni siasa, ni nini, ni kitu ya ukweli. So sidanganyi watu to get the views to stay relevant. I'm showing them my lifestyle, ndio wajue ni ukweli tunaweza achieve hizi vitu, ni ukweli tunaweza beba bags legit. So for me ni tuache ku cloud chase, especially lies. For me, I don't, a little creativity is good, but don't over lie, because people are going to doubt your authenticity at the end of the day. Yeah. That's what I would say.
So analyst.
For me, I feel like when social media was created, the idea was to express yourself.
Yeah.
And when you're chasing clout, you're doing the exact opposite of that. So if you want to build a dedicated audience, you just simply have to be yourself. You have to just show what you have to give. This is why both Bien and Bahati are musicians, but Bien has a much wider following despite his very low presence on social media, because he has an audience that relates with him. Bahati doesn't. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
So, and what role should fans play to stop rewarding the fake drama around?
It's as simple as don't pay attention to it. The same way ukitembea kwa barabara uone mwendo wazimu akipiga nduru hapo, utakaa ukianza kumwangalia, si unaenda mali unaenda. So if you can do that in real life, I don't see why you shouldn't be able to do that on social media.
Yeah.
I think that's actually true. If we give so much attention to non-legit people, and we forget that there are people influencing legitly. There are people who are not doing this for PR. They are doing it in a legit way. And how watu ndio ya to support. So for me naweza sema chagua. Hata wewe use your common sense when watching content, when sharing content. Okay, na ni content ya upuzi jameni. Hata wewe ni mtu uko na kichwa yako na brains zako. Kila mtu amepewa yake, so tumia pia kuchagua.
Okay, I think again at the end of the day I feel like kuna audience wenye pia wanabambika na hiyo nini ya clout chasing. So again, if it's your tea, take it. If it's your coffee, just take it. So again, I want to thank our guests for their time and their insights. It was such a pleasure having you here today.
Thank you, Maureen and Karen, for this amazing opportunity. Honestly, I wish we had more time to have this conversation, to check it, because we are all of different opinions. But for me, I think all of you know me. Maybe the guests who don't know me, I'm Empress Modoni on all socials. Please follow me. Please follow the authentic people. And my parting shot would be, check authenticity. Before you go to do something because an influencer is doing, check how authentic that influencer is, check how authentic that product is. Because at the end of the day, it's your consumption that you're going to take home. It's not Modoni's ideas, it's not Modoni's car you're going to take home. It's the brand that you've chosen that you're going to take home. So before you make a decision because an influencer influenced you, ensure you check the authenticity of the product or the service that you're receiving. That's all I would say. Please follow me. Follow authenticity. And to the influencers who are lying to people, please, tuache kudanganya watu. Honestly, it's not fair to the audience, it's not fair to the people. And people growing up or influencers trying to up their game or beginners, they need to learn from authentic influencers. So that's all I'll say. Thank you so much for this opportunity. And my bags are legit, by the way.
I hope mmesikia hiyo. We keep it authentic. And now for next, nataka analyst wetu pia atuambie more about him and
Yeah, so I'm Franklin Rata, again, analyst for Research 8020, and she said she's a content creator, I'm a content consumer. Yeah, so, and what I'd like to thank the host for having us. I'd like to thank my fellow guests for the very intense conversation. I had fun, I picked up a thing or two, and to the audience at home, I would like to agree with my fellow guests as well. You have to check for authenticity. You can't just try not to be a follower of everything. You also have to, you need to, because these people are going to misuse you whatever chance they get. So you just have to be the one to discern what to follow and what not to. Yeah, so I'm Franklin Rata. My socials are, I'm on Twitter, Instagram, and under my name, Franklin Rata. And thank you very much. Have a lovely day.
So thank you to our viewers for tuning in, for sending the comments. Mmesikia Empress clarify that the designer bag is real. So clout chasing might entertain us, but it shapes the culture we live in.
So this has been the Roundtable Talk with me, Maureen, and
Karen Dabari. Until next time, bye.